Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, my name is Brad. This is my channel Animate Orange, where I build a lot of 3D metal models and show you how I do it. Today on the table, something from the exclusive Disney collection. I wished I had time to do more of those. We have Stitch. Yes, they've come out with some new models exclusively for Disney, and these are only available through the Disney shops. You can get some of them mail order through the shop, some of them you can't. I don't know the rules behind that. Sometimes it seems to change, or you might be able to find it on eBay. Cost-wise, kind of varies, but I managed to get a hold of Stitch because, well, Stitch is cute and my girlfriend will really like him. So let's put this guy together. I have no idea how difficult this is going to be or how easy. I can't imagine it would be terribly difficult. Looks like it's just one metal sheet. It looks different from the Legends models. I mean, it kind of has to be. It's a very different shaped body. But, you know, I can talk about it all I want. Let's open this now in color model up and put together a Stitch. Time to open up a Stitch. Okay. Okay. We have our shiny, mostly blue metal sheet. Try to get the light to reflect off that so you can kind of see how that looks. Put that to the side. The instructions did not come out with the sheet. Ooh, very thin. Very small instructions. Look at that, so tiny. So teeny tiny. Oh, I did have it the right way. Wow. These are very small instructions. Link on the back. Really doesn't look like there's a lot to it, just a fair amount of shaping in the head. But yeah, there's not even a, oh, that's very different, very condensed. We don't have all of the usual stuff that I would normally see on the instructions, so this is very different. I might need a moment to study this. Because usually there's legend, there's, you know, there's the line drawing of the sheet with the part numbers. We don't have that. We do have the QR code, but it's just, or the 360 view, but it's just the QR code. Assembly tips. Ooh. Part numbers are printed on the back side of the metal sheets. I figured they would be printed on the models, on the sheet somewhere. Insert tabs through the holes, then bend or twist 9 degrees, and it basically has the blue circle, the green triangle, bend, blue circle, or twist, green triangle. So they've kind of incorporated the legend right there in the instructions. If needed, slightly, oh, hello, it's that time of year where the flying bugs are coming out. Excuse me. If needed, slightly twist the tabs to easily hold parts together, then untwist and bend them for a nice finish. Wire cutters and tweezers are recommended for the model assembly. Refer to the picture view site at www.metalart.com 360 MMS 368, the model number. Okay, so there is the web address for image of the completed model. So yay, there's a website we can go to. Alright, and then it just goes right into the flowchart with step 1, part 1. Fold that and put it over here on part 2, which is very obviously already folded. That's the nose, and then 3 and 4. So you kind of have to do a little bit of interpretation and somewhat advanced thinking, as it doesn't really show you all of the shaping on all of the parts. But still, I don't think it's that hard to work it out. Going back to the sheets, or back to the sheet, yes, the part numbers are printed on the back on the parts. 1, 2, 6, 8, 15, 14, 16, so different way of doing things. Interesting. It sounds like, or it seems like it'll work just fine. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about tools. For this model, I'm just going to use some of my basics to get me started. Clippers to help get the parts off the sheet. I've got a small array of tweezers. Got a fairly standard set. These come with the Iconics models. Another flat set, a little bit more precision. A couple of precision tweezers. They both originally came with the same sort of pointed end, but one of them I sanded down or ground down just a little to make it flatter. These are great for grabbing exactly on the tabs. May need some flat nose pliers, may not. Dowel rod often comes in handy for shaping things. I can see that coming in handy in part for the ears, though that may be a bit challenging. But those are some basic tools to get me started. That's probably all I'm going to need for this model because it's so small. It's just a little figure. But let's put this together and see what we got. Instead of looking at the diagram to find the parts, I just go straight to the back of the sheets. Shaping the bottom of the ears where they attached took some minute adjusting to get it right. Now that the nose and ears are attached, it's time to close up the back of the head. You can't really see it here, but to shape the top of Stitch's head, I am pushing from the inside with one finger and pushing in from the outside with another to make a slight curved shape.
I guess I am a little spoiled with step-by-step directions. It took me a second to realize what to do to shape the arm. It will help to bend the tabs on the sides in a little. They are angled out and will not quite line up with the tabs as they are.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. Yeah. It's Stitch. How adorable. I'm guessing this kind of falls in line with the Legends model, but it's a Disney exclusive. But it's a very different build than the usual Legends models, the superheroes models. But then again, with the Looney Tunes models getting ready to come out, they're going to be different too. So I'm wondering if they're going to be assembled a little bit like this guy comes together or not. Time will tell. It will not be probably very much longer before they're out. But I had to get Stitch. I had to get Stitch, mostly for my girlfriend, but, you know, he's pretty awesome. She was quite surprised with this model when I finished it up, and it did not take me very long to put him together at all. Pretty awesome. a little bit more time shaping the ears and getting them just right, but you also have a little bit of freedom to kind of pose them the way you want. Otherwise, the head looks a little bit intimidating the way it's shaped and all these fanned out big pieces, but it wasn't very difficult to line everything up and get it together. Turned out pretty cool. Neat little Stitch model to add to the shelf. Very awesome. I just had to throw this guy together. Some point, someday, maybe I'll get to Mickey and Minnie, but I had to start with Stitch. Another Disney exclusive for the Disney exclusive shelf. And the instructions were very different, but so easy. So easy. It's such a simple model. I threw them together pretty quick. And I'll leave it at that. If you have any questions or comments, as always, feel free to leave them down below. If you enjoy these videos, consider becoming a Patreon supporter. A little bit helps out, help bring more interesting, larger builds to this channel. Check out a link in the description down below and at the very end of this video. As always, thank you for watching, and keep on keeping on.